Hi, and welcome to your UCLA Extension Developing an Infant and Toddler Child Care Program online. My name is Dr. Tamar Andrews, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. And the reason I wanted you to watch this video first is because I'm hoping that by showing you how to navigate through the course, that you'll have an easier time getting your work done, and instead of spending your time wondering how to do the course, you'll spend your time actually learning what this course is intended to teach you, which is how to work with infants and toddlers and their families. So every time you log in, the first thing that you should see is your home page. And right now it says this course is unpublished. That's actually very technical stuff for me. Don't worry about that. But I'm trying to give it to you in the student view. You'll see here you've got a navigation bar. When you've got this navigation bar, the next thing you're going to want to do is go to Announcements. The Announcements section is where you're going to find any information you need for the course. So here's that introduction video, and this was both emailed to you as well as in the announcement section. And then I've got a little introduction for you. You can always just click on any part of this where you see the hand, and then you'll see the full text of what it is that I wanted you to read. The next section, and again I'm back at that navigation side on the left, you'll go to the syllabus. And the syllabus is really the rules and regulations of a course. So here you're going to have the important information, my name, where I work in a preschool Monday through Friday where it's located, and if any of you are in the Los Angeles area or you come visit here, I would love to have you pop in so I can make your real acquaintance in addition to the virtual acquaintance that we'll have here online. This is my office phone number, and if you are listening to this, I am also going to be giving you now my cell phone number, which is 310-980-8629, and here is my email. If you scroll down, it'll give you the textbook right here that we'll be using, and you do need the textbook in order to pass the course. There will be several assignments that you'll be requested to use quotations and information from specific chapters in the book. These are general requirements for my course, and then I know you all want to get to what the assignments are. So there is a reflection paper, and the reflection paper is simply on a reflection on your relationship with children. And there will be more information about that within the modules. We'll get to what a module is in a moment. The next assignment is a child observation, because this is an online class and I don't bring real children to an online class. It's really important that if you're learning about infants and toddlers that you go watch infants and toddlers, because they are completely different than any other kind of human. You're going to have an article review. Again, it is my personal philosophy that I share as well with many of my colleagues, that when you take a college course, it's important that you not only know how to learn the information that is being presented to you and shared with you by other students in the course, but that when you have questions that you do know how to find those answers either in print or online media. There is an essay assignment where you're going to choose any one of these topics that is most appealing to you. There is going to be an assignment on setting up an infant and toddler child care program, because that is the essence of what this course is about. And so you'll see that this one has a bit of a higher point system than others. And if you notice here, there is a date that is missing here. I will accept this anytime between January 25th and February 28th. So you pretty much have the month of February to get this done, and I know that that would be probably one of the most difficult parts because this is going to require you to do some sleuthing on your own. And I put that together with a due date up till February 26th for the IDERS. The IDERS is actually an assessment tool that is used by very many high-quality infant-toddler programs. It's the Environment Rating Scale. And you need to purchase that book as well for this course. You can get it on Amazon online. Just look for the IDERS. Make sure that you get the IDERS and not the ECHRS, the Early Childhood Environment Rating Scale, because that is for children that are older than what this course is covering. As you work on setting up an infant and toddler child care program, it would behoove you to go see other programs, and that way you can see how to set one up for this assignment as well as conduct your IDERS assessment when you're there. And then we will have discussions. Because we're not in a traditional classroom and we can't hear each other talking and bantering back and forth, asking questions, it's really important that everybody participates in these discussions. And so you'll see all of the requirements for that right here, and you can see the rest of the syllabus here. And so here are links that you will always have to your assignments. It gives you your due dates, etc., and it also gives you the time. They're always due by midnight, but I couldn't write midnight, so it's 11:59. Then when you scroll back up here, you go back to this navigation bar, and these are your modules. The modules really stand for the weeks. So I've broken up the class by week, and so what you'll see here as it loads is that right now only week 1 is showing, because this course has been designed so that you really can't progress to the next section of the course until the first section is completed. And I want you to first do the welcome and introductions before you go on to the next part of the course. So once you're finished with the week 1 assignments, you will see week 2 load, week 3 load, week 4, and so forth. But this is a progressive class, so you have to go in order, because a lot of the information builds on previous information, and if you're moving around too much, it's not going to work. However, once the class has completed all of week 1, and if you notice, our class starts January 5th, but I've given you until January 18th to finish that. Once all of week 1 is completed by everybody, all of the other weeks are going to show up here on this modules section. And I'm going to leave the student view in a moment to show you those other modules so you'll see them. So really fast, the grades link will take you to the grades that you're currently earning on all of your coursework. These are the people in the course, and if you click on people, you are more than welcome to do what I've done as well, but if you click on people, and let's say you click on me, because I am a member, a student member of this course, and you can probably hear my dog barking in the background. This is some information about me, and some links, of course. And so you are all more than welcome to fill these out as well. And the last section before I go back to the modules is the conference section. And this hasn't been published yet, but this is going to be where we can communicate online. And I will be holding weekly live sessions in this area where it'll almost be like watching me in a classroom, and you'll be able to share. And I'll probably give some extra credit for that. But don't share that with anybody. I want them to listen to this video and listen to that. So if you see here, I'm going to leave the student view now because the course hasn't started yet and not all of it's published. And so if you'll bear with me, I'm going to go back to modules. It's going to look a little different now than your computers are going to look like. But you'll see here's week 1, which I had shown you already. Here's week 2. So week 2, we're going to talk about infants and toddlers in general. What's an infant, routines, what they play, what role does an adult play in an infant and toddler's life. Week 3, we're going to be discussing attachment and separation. And then you'll see every week there will be a discussion that will be due for that week. That's another reason why I didn't want everything to come up right away, but it will all come up after week 1 is completed. Week 4, we're going to talk about development, and there are different areas of development. We call those domains. The domains are cognitive. Cognitive has everything to do with what you're learning. There's physical, broken up into gross motor, large muscle, and fine motor, small muscles. There is language, there's social development, emotional development. Some people might want to add spiritual development, especially if it's in a religious-based preschool center. Week 5, we're going to talk specifically about starting those infant centers and licensing, working with parents, etc. And then you're going to have week 6 will be discipline and guidance, and then week 7 will be the visionary high-quality programs, and that's why the IDERS is in there. And then week 8 is really just going to be a catch-up week. So I'm going to take you back now just to the home page. I welcome you all to the class again, and again, my name is Dr. Tamar Andrews, and I look forward to meeting all of you.